Alta, they're all fabulous places. Not going to be skiing today, though. It's going to be 100 degrees. Wow. Welcome back to the Most News in the Morning. Harvard professor Henry Louis Gates Jr. says that he is now able to joke about his arrest. You know, the one that sparked a huge debate on race across the country, one the president got involved in.
That's right. Well, Professor Gates spoke about how he had a cold one at the White House with Sergeant James Crowley for the first time. He spoke about it yesterday at a book signing in Martha's Vineyard. And he also says in the wake of this incident, he's even gotten death threats.
You know what? I liked Crowley, and I thought that, that we would like each other. And that, you know, I don't know what we'll talk about, but I asked him if he would have lunch with me one-on-one. You know, I offered to get his kids into Harvard. You know? If he doesn't arrest me ever again. I don't want to, you know, exaggerate it, but lots of people go through far worse things. And I mean, I was in jail for 4 hours, not 4 years or 4 months or 4 days. So, you know, I don't want to exaggerate the trauma. But I shut down my public email because on the one hand, we were getting thousands of fan letters, but we were also getting many, many crazy, wacko death, you know, you should die, you're racist, etc. The night before I went to the White House, I dreamed I got arrested in the White House. And, but it was cool. I was okay.
You know, Gates says the two have talked about going out again to eat or catching a ball game. That must have been some beer at the White House.
Well, I mean, when you're put into a situation like that, you know, it tends to foster dialogue. And obviously, you know, the dialogue has fostered a relationship, and maybe that will foster more dialogue and spread out from there. We'll see where all this goes.
We should mention, too, that you were talking about this earlier, that when he said he'd help his kids, Crowley's kids, get into Harvard, that there's a caveat there.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
As long as he doesn't get arrested again. Anyway, we have some new